Hello everyone, this is Anil Mundra, the founder of Indian Expats in Dubai. We have collaborated with Business Conversations with Shubhika in order to bring these amazing entrepreneurs onto the table who can share their journey, their vision, their plans, and educate you all about their ventures. Today, the guest of the show is a very beautiful and multi-talented Rupali Sahai, who is a Akashic Soul Record reader, energy and crystal healer and teacher, internationally clients all over the world, a very well-known blogger and flourish mindset coach. So let's go ahead and meet her. Welcome Rupali, and thank you for giving time today to be with us. Let's jump into the first question itself. Tell us what you do.
Thank you so much, Anil, for the wonderful introduction. I'm honored. I actually, I'm a coach by profession. So I've been in the world of coaching and corporates and training and development for the last 18 years. In the last 5 years, I have taken to the spiritual path. And owing to some childhood psychic gifts that I've always been blessed with, I decided to hone them, polish them, so that I could help and reach out to people who need that guidance. I read the Akashic Soul Records. I also do crystal healing. I do energy healing. Most people would relate to Reiki, which is energetic healing, which is healing your aura and your energy field. So I do that as well. And yes, while people are having these readings done or their healings done, I also talk to them and have them talk to me, because just being heard is half of the healing process. So I do that too.
How lovely. But I'm just very interestingly, very curious to know what made you choose this spiritual path?
A whole lot of stuff. Because, when you turn into the spiritual path, usually a person has gone through a lot. So I have been through a near-death experience when I was 8. I almost lost my life and I've seen death very closely. Oh. So that was very life-changing. And even during my youth, there was a lot of career change. There were some struggles and actually some really momentous challenges which I have overcome. That is when I decided that if I can do this, then I must reach out to other people and tell them that there is guidance out there which can help them too. For this, I had to first heal myself. Because as you would relate, one can never pour from an empty cup. So you first have to fill yourself so that you're able to help others. So that's the work that I've actually put in. I've put in a lot of self-healing work, self-coaching, and doing a lot of self stuff before I've come on to platforms, before I've actually taken certifications and being able to, and armed with the necessary ammunition to help people in this regard. Yes.
How lovely is that? But I have a question for you. Most of the times people are aware of tarot reading, numerology, Vastu, but Akashic Records is something which is very unique to my ears at least, and I'm sure many of my viewers would also agree. So tell us more about it.
Okay, so let's do this way. So whenever you're looking for information, what is the first thing that you do? When you want to, you want to know about a product, about a person, you take your phone and you type in. True. What do? You open Google or the internet, right?
Yeah.
So the Akashic Records are like internet. So they have a lot of information. So at the end of the day, like we all know, across religions and across countries, we know that there is a soul within each of us, right? We are a body carrying that soul. Now the soul has been through a long journey, has taken many births across many lifetimes. And that's how, things like past life regression, hypnotherapy have really come out into the light these days, because they've been focusing and those have been scientifically proven, right? So the Akashic Records are a library or a record holding room, if I may put it that way for fun, where all our karmic records are stored. So across our births, we may have had moments of grief, utter joy, bliss, happiness, betrayal, distrust, whole lots of emotions that we have faced. They're all recorded right there. And of course, our reactions and responses to those emotions are also our karmas, right?
True.
So they've all been recorded there. Our relationships with different souls who have now incarnated into different people into our lives, right? Our friends, our family, spouse, children, etc. And when a person comes into the Akashic Records, they mostly come in with questions where they are either stuck in a pattern of repetitive happenings, like people are stuck in a pattern of toxic relationships, or whenever I go through in life, I find obstacles. I'm just next to my goal and boom, there comes an obstacle. Or I feel I'm in love and then the person turns out to be horrible, or it doesn't work out. Or I fall in love with a person who betrays me.
True.
You know, so these are different patterns. These are emotional patterns. Then there are physical patterns. People who come across with migraine, alcohol addiction. It could also be hearing issues, talking issues, confident issues, self-worth issues, self-belief issues. You know, the list is endless. And I'm not saying that everything is related to a past life, but chances are that they highly are. So once we've looked into why something is happening to us, we would break the pattern. So mostly when people go into things like, please tell me the solution to this problem, they're looking for a quick fix.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to get rid of this problem right now.
Yeah.
But in their hearts of hearts, they know that this is going to repeat, right? But the awareness here is that, okay, I want to break this cycle now.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the cycle anymore. So what can I do to break the cycle? That's when the Akashic records are most helpful. Like, you know, these days there's this thing called functional health or functional medicine, where the doctors say, don't just look at the problem, look at the symptoms. So if I may, Akashic records looks at your symptoms, not just the problem, because there's a reason those symptoms are manifesting in your life and they're causing these issues. And there are lots of people out there who would say, I have no issues. And I would really like to meet those people because they have the issues. Either they don't have the awareness that these issues exist, or they don't have the courage to get rid of those issues. Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of inner work first, and then the outer work. So people are either lacking the awareness or the courage to take action. So once the person has had awareness, they book the appointment.
Wow, this is like very, very interesting and so informative, and yet knowing something that something like this exists, I think a lot of awareness needs to go for this topic. And great. One more thing I want to check with you. What is crystal healing? So tell our viewers, I mean, what is crystal healing?
Okay, so if I were to say a sentence, crystals are magic. So if I would say, Anil, you are a carpenter and you have this great skill of building, you like to construct furniture or build things, but can you do it without a tool? No, right? It's happening in your head, but you don't have the tool, you don't have the hammer, or you don't have the nails or whatever. So crystals are a great tool given to mankind, existing in the crust of the earth. They're right there, given to us to help us. They're actually very high vibrational resources given to us by nature. So once we wear them or keep them with us, or they are in our aura, it makes our aura vibrate to the frequency of what we desire. So that desire could be changing ourselves first, and then something that we are manifesting. Like, I would like to have a lot of success in my life, for which I want a certain job or a certain business. And in order to be in that job and business, I want a certain attitude. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where the crystal helps you, is to keep that goal of having that attitude. Because you may want a lot of stuff, you might even get it, but your success may not be very sustainable because the attitude was missing, right? So the crystals actually help you keep that attitude because they're vibrating in your aura all the time. So there are people who say, I would like to try crystal, but I cannot wear it. Men say that mostly. And then there are some men, of course, who are open to wearing crystals and they would wear it. But then there are some who say, no, I don't want people to know what is it or ask me and whatever. There is always an option of keeping it in a pouch or in your pocket or in your laptop bag, or where you work or where you sleep or where you spend time. So you don't have to wear it all the time. But of course, it is amazing if you can wear them. It is just amazing. So if you don't want to wear a bracelet, you can wear them as a pendant, but it's good if you wear them.
Great. On that note, I'd like to tell you all that Rupali is exhibiting with us on 16th of October, and they have an amazing display of crystals there. And she's also coming up with a Facebook Live right on the group of IED. So just stay tuned to that, guys, because you get to know something very, very interesting. So both the things, please note it down, save the dates, and you are going to see her there. But there's so many crystal healers in the market, right? There's so many people who are into crystal healing. What is it that you're bringing different for people, Rupali?
What I really do with crystals is I just don't give the crystal, it's not just there for sale. They're there for a specific function. And what I really prescribe is a combination of crystals to be worn or to be kept with you. So my healing is more prescriptive. It is energized and charged with a whole lot of energy because I do practice other energy healing modalities, like I do angelic Reiki. I'm a teacher and practitioner. And I also do something called the Merlin Trinity Healing System. So I do that as well. All these crystals are charged, not just with Reiki or healing energy, but also with the 5 elements of the nature that we are blessed with. So there is full moon, and there is water and sound and air, and all of these things are put into the crystals. A whole lot of chants are done over the crystals. That's healing vibration. Different frequencies are put into the crystals, which one will not find very easily, because that is something that I've been taught and I've mastered it over time. This actually does what the charger does to a phone. Gives it life, right? Otherwise, what would we do with a dead battery phone?
Wow.
So the crystals on their phone, I won't say are useless, but once we program something into them or charge them in a very unique way, it works very well for the person who's buying them and adorning them. So that is something that I do differently.
So these type of readings, Rupali, can they only be done in person or they can be done online as well?
Both, actually. So if people are present in UAE and if they do want to come to me, they're most welcome to come and have a reading done. But if they are not in the UAE and they want a reading or a healing, it can be done online. I have so many clients internationally, so that is not a problem. Only when a person needs to learn an energy modality. Like for example, if I'm teaching somebody angelic Reiki, a person has to be present with me because it takes initiation for that. But if a person is just a client for a reading or a healing, online is good.
There's so much new thing that you've brought onto the table. I want to know a very successful case that you've done. Any one of them, I'm sure there are plenty. But tell us about one successful sample case, maybe. How it went and what was it like?
Okay, so I'll start off with this person who came to me, and she was caught up in toxic relationship pattern. So when we did her reading, a whole lot of stuff came out. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of helplessness in her past births. I can't really say what it was because that's against the ethics. But after that reading, I gave her some stuff to do at home, because whatever I tell the clients to do at home doesn't involve any costs. It's basically a lot to do with your subconscious mind reprogramming. There are some meditations which are totally guided, and you make a lifestyle out of them. Just with that, she contacted me and she told me that she's found someone amazing.
Wow.
And they're getting married at the end of the year. So that was really good because that is something she wanted so badly, and she's had a history of just bad relationships. Then there is also somebody who came to me with very, very severe diabetes and has been a diabetic since the last 25 years and was just totally distraught about the fact that, why is this happening to me? And we went into the records, we found out the information which was relevant. The person cried in front of me, and I think that's also part of the healing process. And then very judiciously did all the work that goes along after their reading. And that person today, from taking around 3 tablets a day, has come to 1. And I'm sure in the next 6 months would be off the medication completely. So there is a lot of shift that happens with these readings. So I'm not saying that the miracle happens in a day. It takes some time, but then a lot of shift happens when the reading is happening. The healing, the just releasing of emotions, just the knowledge that something happened to you as a soul and that there is a reason for it and that reason can be used to make your life better is half the battle won. Wow. So yeah, that's what I can. These 2 cases are very, very prominent for me.
How lovely. One last but most important question. How can IED members and BCWS viewers can reach out to you?
So I think the easiest way to do this is to log on to my website, which shows on the screen right now. There is a contact form there. You can fill in that contact form and it will come to me and I will get back to you, and then we can definitely fix up a time for a conversation. Alternatively, you can also via Instagram follow my blog, which also shows up on the screen right now. Please follow the blog, send me a message and I can get back to you. And thirdly, you can also message our wonderful Anil right here, who can then share my contact details with you, and we can take it from there.
Thank you so much for your time today, Rupali. It means a lot. And it was amazingly well to know about you, your journey, your experience, and your expertise. So, thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you
time.
so much for
today.
having me. Thanks.
So, guys, that was Rupali Sahai. Thank you so much for watching us. Stay tuned to the space for more entrepreneur interviews that we're going to take. And kindly follow us on all the social platforms in the name of Indian Expats in Dubai and in the name of Business Conversations with Shobhika. Thank you.